Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esli from Inky and the Brain, and today we have a plan with me here for the week of October 29th through November 4th, which does go through Halloween, that's just amazingly ridiculous to me, but it's okay. We're gonna move on from that. I'm gonna be using this trick-or-treat kit from my shop, which is just like perfect quintessential Halloween, so I had to use it for this week. I saved it specifically for this week. I just knew it was like just like the colors, just like perfect Halloween colors, at least in my opinion. But we're gonna go ahead and use that. I'll go through that in a second. If you hear some like weird background noise, it's because I have the window or the door actually open, and I you know, to get some fresh air, and I think it just like you hear a lot of background noises and things, but I'm gonna do a voiceover this time, so you're not gonna hear it for very long, hopefully. Let me go ahead and go through this kit. Here you have your full boxes, which again, I just think it's like perfect Halloween details, but it's also really simple, which is what I wanted. I wanted like simple backgrounds, just like bold colors, and I think it worked out really perfectly. We have your half boxes, checklist, weekend banner, and you know, some bill dues and such. Date covers, which have that really cool spiderweb background with a black background. You have your deco, which is super cute. I love this little spider dude. It's pretty, I mean, like, that is an okay spider. Y'all, there's this spider that he's like been hanging in the like walkway of my apartment, like the stairs, and I mean, I don't, obviously it's like hanging up pretty far, but it looks like it's this big, and it's white, and it's weird, and it freaks me out, and every time I'm going up and down those stairs, I'm like, oh, please don't come down, please don't come, like, I always think about that, but anyway, like, I'm terrified, but this is cute. I can deal with that spider. And then we have your bottom washi, which I love, and I don't think I'm gonna be cutting this down and putting any Simply Gilded. I feel like the bows might look a little awkward. Thinking I might pull in some baby bows, like here and there throughout the spread, but I don't think I'm going to be cutting this down. I absolutely love the boldness of this washi, but also I don't really think the bows would like blend too well. And then you have here your last two pages, which is what you get if you get the full kit. You have those two extra things. I've been thinking about doing a small like reformat, but I haven't really decided yet. I have so much to do, like for Black Friday. I really want Black Friday to be like a really big sale, which by the way, I'm thinking that sale is going to start on November 20th, because that is the 1-year anniversary of my shop. Can y'all believe that? It's been a whole year. Like, I want to like tear up about that. So mark your planners, because more than likely November 20th is going to be the start of the sale, and that's going to run throughout the whole weekend of Black Friday. So anyway, I'm really excited about that, but let's go ahead and get started. Alright, y'all, starting off, of course, with bottom washi. It felt so weird. It felt so weird to like not cut down that washi and put Simply Gilded washi, because I feel like I've been doing that, I don't know, for months and months and months, probably since the spring. I know that's probably when it, you know, when Simply Gilded kind of blew up the most, was towards the beginning of the year. I mean, of course, everybody, or a lot of people were already into Simply Gilded before then, but I feel like that's when it like got huge, like in, you know, January, February. So I feel like I've been doing that like bottom Simply Gilded bow washi for that long already. Almost. I mean, I don't think I've done it every single time, but almost, which is, wow, that's crazy. This year has just absolutely flown by. I know I talk about that or say something similar to that every single time, but I honestly, I don't understand where this year has gone. Just thinking about it, like, well, today's the 8th as I'm doing this voiceover. I'm hoping to get up or get this video up today or tomorrow. If it's today, it's probably going to be late today, but I just can't believe, like, it's already November 8th. So I have like less than 2 weeks until the shop, the 1-year anniversary. I have, you know, about 2 weeks until Thanksgiving. Like, it's just bonkers to me. Absolutely bonkers, but I'm so excited. I love this time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. Like, October 1st hits, and I'm like, by that time I'm totally over summer, and I'm just super excited about like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, like all of the holiday things. And just, I mean, I think a lot of people feel like that, but to me, just the last 3 months of the year are always just the greatest. I feel like it's when I feel the best. I tend to like not feel as, you know, like happy or something during the summers for some reason. I feel like I always just feel better in the fall, and not so much the winter, but I just feel like the fall, or at least like the last 3 months of the year. I know that's partially winter also, but I don't know, I just feel like so much better around this time of the year. So I'm putting down all the basic things. I did go with all black glitter headers. They were, however, from like different print runs, as well as like some of them were oopsie, so you can tell they're like kind of gray looking, but I just had like a little stash of black headers, and that's why I decided to go with those. The colors in this kit, though they are like super, obviously they're like very, very Halloween in your face, they're also like a very bold version of that. I feel like, you know, it's not like a super neon green, it's not a super neon orange, it's like they're very like dark and rich colors, which is what I had like envisioned when I was designing this kit, which is what I planned out. So I feel like it was a little bit harder to match, to like find icons. You're gonna see a lot of the things that I pull, they end up being like brighter oranges, brighter greens, and things like that. But I just think it ended up looking beautifully. I actually really, really love how this spread turned out. It's so much fun. I loved last week's, like with the ghost, but it was so, you know, it was very like just black and gray and purple. Like there was not very much variation, and I'm just the kind of person that I just like love like crazy bold in your face colors like this. So I love the spread. I think it's so much fun. So starting off with Monday, I used the little palm clip that comes in the all of the kits. I'm showing y'all there. I cut up like a giant sheet. That is now Zona papery. It used to be the Planner Junkie, that little hair dryer that I got, or the little hair dryer sticker there that I put down. And that sheet comes with like those brushes that you paint your hair with, and then it also comes with like hair straighteners. But since I had the orange hair dryer, I went with that. So that's what I mean. Do you see like the color of that orange? Like it's a lot lighter in comparison to that like deep reddish orange of the kit, which I don't know. I love this kit so much. So there you have that little camera is from Artbox Stickers. I was gonna put in that label, but then I decided to not, because I could put the film, edit, and voiceover all together there, and then that spacing was awkward, so I decided to pop in that little YouTube play button. That is from the Coffee Monsters Co. I believe, I'm pretty sure it's super old. I don't even know if she still has those, but she might. I know it's kind of old. And then I did pop down some baby bows. Like I said, I did use them throughout the spread, just like here and there. I think I used them maybe one more time, and that's it. And then I marked down that I had to call the vet, which I ended up not doing, I think. I can't even remember. But it was written down. So most of this is post-plan though. Like I've been using this planner definitely more as a memory keeper, not so much as like writing down things like that I'm supposed to do, or that I want to do or have to do, things like that. So, and I think that's just how it's going to be from now on, because I have another planner. Well, I mean, I have like a million planners, right? You know, guys know that. But I actually got another planner, a whole new different kind of planner. It's not a ring bound planner. It's not a TN like style planner. It's actually another coil style planner, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. I feel like there's so many cases where I'm like, oh, I'm super excited, like this is the greatest new planner. So I want to give it a few months, live in it for a while, and see how I actually feel about it, and then I'll let you guys know. So far I'm like really, really loving it, but again, I don't want to like get anyone hyped up over something that I end up like not using, because I feel like that's what I've done all year long. Is like, yes, like I got a TN, I got like an A6 TN first, and I was like, yes, it's the greatest ever, and then I was like, no, I need something bigger, and then I went to B6 TN, and I was like, no, I need something different, and then I had a pocket TN, and then I don't know, it's been too many things. So I just decided this time around I'm just gonna like keep my mouth shut, and I'm not going to say anything until I'm like sure of what my actual thoughts are about it. Not that I think like A6 TNs or B6 TNs or ring planners, there's anything wrong with them. I think they're great. I actually really, really loved all of them while I had them. I just feel like I am so comfortable in a coil planner. Like my first Erin Condren that I got back in what was it, 2013? Yeah, 2013. That was like my planner piece. And this was before the days of stickers, and that was always my planner piece. So I always feel like I need a coil bound planner. I just always think that. So I'm going to try it again and see how it goes. But my Erin Condren will always be around because I adore it. And I just absolutely love doing these kinds of memory type spreads. So while sorry, I got totally like random tangent. On Tuesday, that little laptop with the bow is from Artbox Stickers. She does offer those in minis as well, which are super, super cute. The little shopping bag is from Bodacious Prints, and the girl sitting on her computer or like at the desk is from Pumpkin Paper Co. On Wednesday, that Happy Halloween is a leftover. I can't remember. It was from last year. It was from the kit that I used last year. It was like a pastel kit. So the colors didn't really match, which is just why I like shoved a bunch of deco all around it. It kind of looks weird, but I really didn't want to have to write out Happy Halloween because I knew I wasn't going to be happy with how it looked. So I just decided to use that sticker, even though like it doesn't really match, but I feel once you look at the spread as a whole, like it's not a big deal. Then that day for Halloween, it was so like stormy out, y'all. It was so bad. It was like we had this crazy storm. It was so bad that even like Odin and Luna were freaking out, and they're not the kinds of dogs that usually freak out when there's storms, because I feel like we've had storms basically since the beginning of September, I think I said, and they're usually like they don't care, they don't like, it doesn't bother them. But on Halloween, the thunder was so bad that they like were freaking out, like jumping all around me, like getting scared, and it was kind of funny. But yeah, it was really bad, and I felt so bad because I know, like a lot of kids didn't get to go out trick-or-treating, which that makes me so sad, poor things. But as far as Luis and I, we just stayed home. We ordered like Uber Eats. We got some sushi from my favorite sushi place, which is called Kumori. And then we just watched Hocus Pocus at home, and it was just like a chill, stormy night. By the end of the night, it wasn't really storming that bad, but like during prime trick-or-treating hours, that's when it was storming like really, really bad. Anyway, on Thursday there, that bunny is from Rainbow Bunny Co. I woke up with like the worst headache, and I ended up having a headache most of the day. And then I wrote down there that I had to clean the kitchen because we had like a huge mess. I hadn't done any kind of cleaning or anything basically all week because I was trying to get as many orders out as possible. So most of the other days I was just printing and cutting and such. And then I did my nails, which are the nails you see there. I've been doing like the dip powder, but then I didn't really like the color, so then I put like a darker maroon color over it. I don't know if I like love how they look. I'm definitely not very good at like shaping them. I think I have gotten better at like the dip powder part, but just the shaping, I just not great. And then those two stickers I moved around for like 30 years because I just did not like how they looked. And I know y'all see it and it's like super sped up, so it's not even like, doesn't even look like a big deal, but I was seriously sitting there moving them around trying to configure them for the longest time, and they still look kind of awkward. Like I don't like the spacing, but whatever. And then on Friday I went to Starbucks, and y'all, I need to tell y'all a story about the Starbucks because I almost had a heart attack. Actually, I don't know why I didn't write it down. I feel like I'm gonna go back and like pull up that HEB sticker, because who cares that I went to HEB. HEB, by the way, is like a local grocery store here to like Texas. I think it's in a couple other states, but I'm not sure. But when I was at Starbucks, so the lady like hands me my drinks. I went through the drive-thru and my window's still down, and I'm about to like drive off. But as I drive off, this giant wasp, y'all, like giant, I'm probably exaggerating slightly, but it was like at least 2 inches long. Like it was huge. And it was like the scariest thing. It lands right on my leg. I'm wearing a dress, so it lands right like on my actual skin, like on my leg. And I'm just like, oh my god, like over and over, and I couldn't stop. Like that's all that was coming out of my mouth. And I look at like, because I'm still at the drive-thru, like I'm still at the window, and the girl's like just like on the little register, like she's not even looking at me, and her window is open, my window is open. I know she could hear me panicking, but I seriously wanted them to like, I don't know, send some kind of rescue team, because I was freaking out so bad. So bad, y'all. Like, I really thought this thing was gonna sting me. I have never been stung by a bee or a wasp or anything, and I just like pray to God that it stays that way because I'm terrified. So I grab a napkin that was there in my car and I like squish it down, right? Like I just grab it up off my leg and I squish the napkin really hard, or so I think. And I think, okay, I killed it. So I set the napkin that has the wasp inside of it down on like my little, like the door handle part. I set it down there, and then I just see the little creature start crawling out again, like as I'm driving off. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, like it's going to eat me. It's going to kill me. Luckily, it like came out of the napkin and just like flew right out the window. Oh my goodness, y'all. Like, I can't tell y'all, like, I was so panicked that my heart was racing. I was shivering, like my whole body, yeah, I know I'm being really dramatic, but I was terrified. Like, it was the scariest thing ever. But anyway, that was my moment at Starbucks. That day I just went to drop off orders. We like cooked some meals. We watched TV. We didn't really do anything on Friday. It was pretty low key. On Saturday and Sunday, Saturday we went to fly. If y'all follow me on Instagram, then y'all see my stories. Luis got his drone stuck up in this like super tall tree, and it just wouldn't come down. So we had to go to Home Depot to buy this like giant stick that now apparently is going to permanently live in my car or in my little truck, because he gets the drone stuck all the time. But it was like this giant stick, but he was able to just like poke it down, and it was great because then he got to like fly some more. Usually like something happens where it breaks and then he can't fly anymore, but with this it like worked out fine. Same thing happened again on Sunday. He got the stupid drone stuck up in a tree, but it was funny because now we have this giant stick to help us out. And then we went to rent like a carpet cleaner. We decided to like wash those like rug doctor machines that they rent at Walmart. We went and got one of those, and we cleaned out like the carpet in the apartment. And then I was like, let's clean out the closet too, while we're like on this cleaning kick, because the closet, like, you actually had to do like acrobatics, like you had to like parkour off the walls like to get into the closet. I'm not even joking, y'all. Like, the closet was bad. It had just become a dumping ground. I've told y'all this apartment is like super tiny, so like any random crap we just like throw it into the closet. So it had gotten really bad. So it took us the 2 whole days, like Saturday and Sunday. It took us the both days to like clean out this closet. It was really that bad, but I'm so proud. And now it's like the only like super pristine room in the entire apartment. So I seriously just want to go hang out in there. Like, I just want to sit in the closet and like hang out and party in there because it's so clean. It's like refreshing to actually be able to like walk in there. And we took out a bunch of clothes for donation and all these things, to like get rid of things. So that was great. And then Sunday we went to have some tamales, and then basically went on a Starbucks hunt. I had to go to like a few different Starbucks because I really wanted that hollow cup. Again, if you saw my Instagram stories, you know what cup I'm talking about. And I'm sure y'all have seen it because it's everywhere and like everybody wants it, and it's like sold out everywhere apparently. And it was the very last one at the last Starbucks we went to, and I was so happy. I was like, yes, I got it. But I have heard my friend Just Giovanna on Instagram and on Etsy. Her name's Just Giovanna, like without the just. I'm sorry, but that was weird. Anyway, Giovanna told me that apparently they still have some at the Target, some of the like Starbucks in the Targets, because I guess not enough, or like not a lot of people think to check those. So that's just kind of a heads up if you want to try to check there. But anyway, we're out of time here because the video is now over. But that is this week. Like, you can see, it's super bright, super colorful. I absolutely love it. Like, it's kind of crazy if you look at it. Like, look at it. It's like all this stuff going on everywhere, but I just love how it looks, because the full boxes themselves, even though they're like super punchy, like they're really simple, and I just love how it turned out. I really love it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this week. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry this video is a little bit late, but I really wanted to get it up because I want to stay on like uploading at least once a week consistently. So thank you all so much for being patient with me. It means so much to me, and I will talk to y'all very soon. Bye everyone.